But it's important for you to just give them one thing at a time. Let them digest that. And it's like I said before, it's okay to leave it and come back to it. You don't always want to just, we got to bam, 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 I need an answer like right away. Because some things, depending on how deep it is, we need to kind of process it. Also, with communication, there are barriers. There are things that will prevent us from being able to communicate. Sometimes fear, because I don't know what that person is going to say, I don't know how they're going to feel, but that's where the love and the trust come into play. Because we're married, we made a covenant before God, and when we decide to blend our lives together and make this vow before God and our family and our friends, we're saying we're in this for keeps. So I should be able to come to you, and I know that some conversations, and this is one of the main things I really want to kind of get into, some conversations are hard to have. Especially when it's something that is difficult and you don't want to deal with it. It's very hard to have that conversation. And so because it's already hard to have that conversation anyway, it's like, how do I approach this? But I want to kind of give you guys a little nugget. Here's the thing. It's not about having an argument or anything like that. We're going to talk about conflict resolution. Because at the end of the day, if I love you and you love me and we're as one, I should be able to come to you with no matter what it is, how difficult it is. But the thing of it is, it's about the presentation and the tone and how I come to you. So if I come to you from a loving place and I'm letting you know, babe, this thing you did, it kind of bothered me and it hurt me. But I'm letting you know that it hurt me. And I might even be a little angry, but the thing of it is how I come to you with it. Now, if I come to you confrontational, like, look, you did that, I'm finna check you, I'm gonna let you know why you shouldn't have done that, guess what? I'm gonna be on the defense, and I'm finna let you know why I did it, and you keep on, I'm gonna do it again. And that's why it's hard to get somewhere. But if the person that's on the giving end, bringing the message to the other party or the other spouse, you're coming from a loving place, because at the end of the day, you don't want to keep getting hurt, right? You want something different and you want to change. So on the spouse's receiving end, it's like, I'm not getting attacked. I did something to hurt my better half. And so now that I know that I've done this, what can we do to fix it? We have to get past the point of who's right, who's wrong, who's justified in it. But what are we going to do to fix this?
Yeah.
It's not that I'm being attacked. He's just bringing something to my attention. And I think sometimes if we can think about it that way, it's not as difficult to have that conversation with your spouse. Because guess what? They didn't come to you confrontational. They didn't come to you in the attack mode. It's just, I'm sitting down and I'm having a conversation. And it's like we talked about the last time, truth. Truth will set you free. We know that's in the Bible. You should know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Here's the thing. The truth isn't always pretty, and sometimes it's an ugly thing, and it's a hurtful thing. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You own your truth. You accept it, and then you just do better. And it's like, if we could change our perception on how we look at things and how we see things, we can deal with it differently, and we can move past that, and we can grow from it. So today, it's about growth. You should always be wanting to grow. And growth involves change. And change involves evolution. So sometimes we don't always like change. And I want to kind of touch on seasons. Marriages and relationships, they go through seasons, guys. And I taught a series on it, and I kept saying, God, you want me to talk about these seasons? And I just needed to have some more insight on it. So before I taught the lesson and I kind of opened up by asking everybody to write on a sheet of paper or whatever what was their favorite season. And I had a reason for asking that. So I want you guys to think about that. Some people like the fall, some people like the spring, some people like the summer. Things are in full bloom. Okay, but we all know seasons serve a purpose, right? And we know that every single year we're going to go through seasons. So you need to think about that in your marriage, in your relationship. You're gonna go through seasons, but it's important to be able to identify the season that you're in and understand the purpose of it. Because what happens is if we're not able to do that, guess what? We get stuck in that season. Change doesn't take place, and we're stuck, and we're wondering why we're just in this just vicious cycle, it seems like. So I'm just going to touch on a few things. We know that in the wintertime it's cold and everything is just pretty much almost looks dead, right? And so I thought about that and I kind of looked up it, and I know we're like, pressed for time, so I'm just going to be real brief. But basically the winter is a season of rest. It's rest time. That means that that's the time that God is saying, you know what, let me just kind of do what I need to do. But in the wintertime, when you're cold, the first thing you do is pull away and you want to cover up. And I want you to think about like when you go in to have a surgery, make the connection, the doctor is not going to perform a surgery on you if you're not at rest, right? They're going to sedate you, and they're going to put you in that sleep because they don't need you fighting up against it. And sometimes that's what we do in our relationships. When we're in that winter season, we want to fight up against it because it's uncomfortable, we don't like it. And God is saying, just let me do the process. Because again, out with the old, in with the new. Okay, so wintertime, spring, that's the time of pruning and planting, and that's when you do all the turning over the ground and stuff. It's work. And you don't always see the labor, right? But coming into the summer, that's when we start seeing different things. The trees are blooming, fruit is coming forth, and different things like that, right? And then in the fall, leaves are dying, things are drying up, and basically they're falling off. So in our relationship, sometimes what happens is God needs to prune us. Some things need to be dismissed from our marriages and our relationships and from us as individuals. And we have to allow Him to do that because it's always a different purpose and a different plan. So back to the goals, because I want you guys to connect. I know I'm moving kind of fast. So with the goals, every year, guys, you should be setting higher goals in your relationship. Because we're in this thing for the long haul, right?
Amen.
And we always want change. We want something different. But what are we doing to get change and doing something different?
Amen.
Think about us as, individuals with careers. We go to school for 12 years. Then you got to take all these exit exams to get to the next grade, right?
Amen.
Then when you get ready to go to college, you got to take a college placement exam to show that you're college ready material, right? Then when you go to college, you got to take all these prerequisites and all of this stuff. Then you got to do your senior block and all of that. Then you got to turn around and take your exit exam for college. Then you got to turn around and take your license exam to show. Then for me, being a teacher, I had to do a student teaching just to prove that I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
I had to do all of that. But to get married, what it cost, baby? I think it was like $36. $36 I think back then. In 3 days, and my uncle signed on the dotted line. That's all it took for us to get married, right? We didn't have no training. We didn't go to no premarital counseling. We didn't do any of that. I'm like, look, we done had this baby. My family hollered about we shacking and the Lord ain't gonna bless us, so let's just go and do this. And I began to think, we were kind of going through, all of this that we put into our career. Have you ever noticed how sometimes a person's career lasts longer than their marriage does? A person can retire at 40 to 50 years, depending on what the profession is. They can be married 2 or 3 times within that.
That's true.
And it's like, so you're telling me that a career is more important than a marriage? Than your life commitment, your life partner? So you mean to tell me you're willing to invest more into this than that? And even with me being a teacher, whatever your professional career is, every year I have to take a certain amount of staff development hours to keep me on my toes, to keep me up with what's going on with TEA and the things that they have going on with the students and stuff like that. So why can't I do that in my marriage? Why can't I get that staff development and that training for my marriage? Why can't I? Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be in it, at least be in it to enjoy it.
Have a purpose. Don't endure marriage, enjoy marriage. It's not to say that, Todd and I, we don't have our challenges, because I know I get on that man's last nerve. I know I do. But at the end of the day, I know can't nobody deal with my crazy like he can, and he knows that nobody can deal with his crazy like I can, but we make it work. So we might, fight hard, but we love hard too. And one thing I always told God, and I'm gonna free y'all, I was like this: if I'm gonna be in this thing, I wanna be happy. When I look back there at that man and I'm cheesing y'all, this for real. That's my love, that's my heart. And I'm sincere. It's not about appearances. Do he get on my nerves sometimes? Yes. I get on his sometimes? Yes. We all do. But at the end of the day, I'm sincere and I'm real. And that's what we should all want in our relationships, in our marriages, to be sincere. We want to be real. We want growth. We want change. We know that conflict is going to come. I gave you guys some tools, some quick little things, and you have something in your packet about conflict resolution. Because at the end of the day, I want to give you the tools that you need, but I also want you to leave here and be able to apply them. So by show of hands, those of you who were here last time, who actually came up with their goals and are willing to